One man was buried alive for 3 days, then woke up during his own autopsy, and his survival led to a life-saving invention used worldwide today. But first, please subscribe. Now let's discover the terrifying story of Angelo Hays. In 1937, 19-year-old Angelo Hays was riding his motorcycle in France when he crashed violently into a brick wall at high speed. He was thrown from the bike and suffered catastrophic head injuries. Doctors examined Angelo and declared him dead. There was no pulse, no breathing, and no response to any stimuli. His face was so badly injured that doctors didn't allow his parents to view the body. Angelo was quickly buried in a sealed coffin within 24 hours, which was standard practice in 1930s France, before modern embalming. His devastated parents mourned their son's tragic death. But here's where the horror begins. 2 days after the burial, Angelo's insurance company became suspicious about the circumstances of the crash and demanded the body be exhumed for investigation. When officials opened the coffin 3 days after burial, they made a shocking discovery. Angelo's body was warm. He was still alive, in a deep coma, breathing so shallowly that doctors had missed it. Angelo had been in a state of extreme hypothermia and reduced metabolism that mimicked death so perfectly that 1930s medical technology couldn't detect he was alive. He'd been buried breathing. Doctors immediately rushed Angelo to a hospital. He remained in a coma for several more days, then miraculously woke up with no memory of being buried alive. He had no idea he'd spent 3 days in a coffin underground. The most amazing part? Angelo made a full recovery with no permanent brain damage, despite the severe head trauma and oxygen deprivation. Within months, he was completely healthy. Angelo's case became international news and sparked worldwide panic about premature burial. People realized that medical death declarations weren't always accurate. His survival directly inspired the invention of the modern safety coffin, equipped with breathing tubes, bells, and flags that people could use if they woke up buried alive. Even more importantly, Angelo's case led to reforms in how doctors confirm death. New protocols required longer observation periods and multiple verification methods before burial. Angelo lived until 1990, reaching age 73, having survived 53 years after being declared dead and buried. He became famous as the man who came back from the dead. He later worked for a company that manufactured safety coffins, using his own terrifying experience to save others from the same fate. The odds of surviving burial alive are essentially zero. Most people would suffocate within hours. Angelo's case required perfect timing, suspicious insurance investigators, and extraordinary luck. Modern medicine now has foolproof methods to confirm death, but Angelo's story reminds us that 100 years ago, being declared dead didn't always mean you actually were. That's your terrifying survival knowledge bomb. If Angelo's story gave you chills, smash that like button. Subscribe to 3 Men Knowledge for more unbelievable survival stories that defy death itself.